Yeah, they got their first point right now. I didn't get to show you it. I'm going to show you the replay since y'all didn't get to see it. Look, he literally waits. And then he throws it. And it's a touchdown. That's crazy. Okay. This is all up to him. No.
Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this way, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one taken just inside the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Wilson escaping the pressure right. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield.
Because he's scared right now. Henderson. Oh, dang it, he couldn't tackle him. Oh my god. Here. There's no way they don't get this one.
All the way down inside the 20. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now he's forced out left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
No way they recovered that.
First down now. Here's second down.
I don't know, their first time on it. Cool. Watch this. I bet you it's touchdown. No, they're not. Be careful. That is scared, but living back on the people.
Best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there.
You nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal.
Now he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for...
Instant replay, it's over for the second quarter. Never mind. Yeah, it is. It is over. We have reached halftime.
We'll talk to him post-game. We got business to get down to. Third quarter action, ready to go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. And all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. They get the touchdown. Then on the kickoff, they get another touchdown. And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is alive, taking it right down Broadway. This is going the other way. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. And a tough turnover there, as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill, but the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Again, it's Mixon. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And now this is going to wind up a safety. What a disaster that turned out to be. So they try the lateral, disaster ensues. Yeah, and it's a safety. You got to be more careful with the ball near the end zone, right?
So much for situational football and understanding where you are on the field. A lateral in that spot? That I don't understand.
Denver's offense ready to go again. We've seen them do much better here after a struggling first half.
And what I like about what I've seen is that they're executing at a much higher rate now. And I don't know how much of that is changing plays or changing philosophies as much as, okay, guys, let's just get it together and tune things up to a really nice degree.
Yeah, sometimes it can just be a leader in the huddle saying, let's get this together, right?
And so many times you've worked all week on certain things that if you're just going to throw it all out and kind of start over, you're not going to execute as well. Sometimes it's just what you said. Okay, guys, let's get it together. Let's go right now. And that's exactly what they're doing.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Broncos first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He finds Latavius Murray. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw.
Oh, I'm so nervous. Oh my God, 3 minutes left, 4th quarter.
So not
We've
quite
lost.
a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. To throw again is Wilson.
Come on, get him. Get that boy.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys are looking at the scoreboard.
I'm being my ticket's brother. I earned my stripes, but I'm not red.
And Cincinnati score. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on a 2-point try.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. From the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on...
It's on the ground, and the Bengals grab it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Could they win the playoff game? Let's see. Okay, Mixon runs. Mixon runs. Mixon runs! And it's a touchdown again. 2-minute warning.
Joe Mixon, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
It's over.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here is Wilson and the Broncos. Down by 11. A minute 55 remaining. They need a touchdown with a 2-point conversion and a field goal in either order. As they've got it for Wilson. Hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the offense will cover this one up if they be pushed back inside their own 10. On second and a long way to go. Wilson in trouble and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there and it's a touchdown. McPherson on for the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. From the 10. Well, now how about this return? A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point. But being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now it's Wilson. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,